Hey y'all, welcome to another vlog. It is officially the weekend. It is Friday night. I just killed a mosquito on me. We are both really hungry, so we're about to go to Chili's. I'm pretty sure in a recent vlog we were probably also at Chili's.
I don't know how this is. We've got like 3 things filmed right now that we need to get edited and put up.
Yeah, we're a little behind because life's been crazy.
When we went to go see the baby in Shreveport, we went to Chili's.
Yeah, we're gonna go there because they have great chips and salsa. And if you know us, you probably know that we are fans of places with good chips and salsa.
I love chips and salsa. Speaking of, I could really go for like holiday tequila, their chips and salsa right now. And also today, y'all, I swear I almost boarded a plane and went without Jared. Y'all, corn dog nuggets. They're not open at Casey's, but at the West. How do you say that place? That little food stand that has like chicken nuggets and waffle fries, and they had a sweet tea slush in February that Tiffany got, and I tried it, and I swear that it tastes like watermelon. She was like, oh, okay, you're pregnant. I was like, this tastes like watermelon. She was like, it's sweet tea flavored. No. Anyways, at that place, Westward, Ho, whatever it's called.
Somewhere in Frontierland and Magic Kingdom has corn dog nuggets.
They have corn dog nuggets. So if you're going to Florida anytime soon, I'll give you my address. Just send them to me. Don't eat them for me. Give me some. I want them so bad.
Well, but tonight we're gonna have to settle for chips and salsa because we actually have that here. We have a really busy next like week and a half because I have to work for the next several days. One, we have to move out of our house.
So sad.
We're closing on our house in like 10 days from now.
10 days. We have to be. We technically have to like be out and my dogs are psycho. I'm so sorry.
They know we're leaving, so they're like acting up.
We have to be packed and out of our house by the 14th. Well, really the 13th, and we need to use the 14th to clean and stuff. Sorry, I had to put the dogs up because they were driving me insane. They're so, anytime they know that we're leaving, they like lose their mind because sometimes they come with us and sometimes they don't. This is the bump date. So, this is when you can really tell that I'm like super pregnant, is whenever I wear a t-shirt.
We have a lot of things to do in a little shorter time, so we're going to start by getting some food.
Hey y'all, it is the next day. We probably had like 1 clip from yesterday. We said that we were starting a vlog, that we went to Chili's. And then we went to Chili's and we went home, and we were supposed to pack the house, but then I started throwing up and it was like lights out. We had to tap out. But now we're back at Jared's parents' house and we're doing the same thing that we did to the nursery. We are cleaning it all out and the dogs keep trying to come, excuse me. But we are cleaning this room out, and we took down, it did have like border. You can kind of see where there was border. This is Jared's room at his parents' house, and it had like duck border. It was really pretty, and yellow walls. We're painting. They are not beige.
I used to not think they were yellow, but looking at them now, they're definitely yellow.
They're definitely yellow. I mean, look at this. That is definitely yellow. She thinks that they're not yellow because like that is yellow. This is still yellow. It's just the paler version of her sunshine hallway. But anyways, we're painting. Well, I painted like this little section and then I got in trouble, so because apparently you're not supposed to paint. But so I'm gonna leave. We'll let them paint. And we are paint. What is this called, Jared? The one in the nursery is called Cloudy Day. And this one's called, I don't know, but it's a Glidden color too. It's the same, it's like the same color as the green one, but the blue version. So it's like super, super pale blue, and it almost looks white. Yeah, it's like in between like gray. It's just like a bluish, whitish gray. And like the nursery is like a greenish, whitish gray. Whew. So I'm about to go cook something for supper and sit down for a minute because I've been having Braxton Hicks. I need to chill. Okay, they're still painting. Almost done. We're just doing the trim. It looks so good. All right, the room is done and painted. It's a little bit bluer in real life than it's showing on my phone, so there's no telling. Well, I guess you can kind of see like this is white, this is blue, but it's like almost gray, almost white, but you can see the white on the trim that it's not quite white, but that's the baby swing we have already put together. We just threw a sheet over it. We didn't really have anywhere else to put it. We just ordered some curtains from Kirkland's. They're like blackout and noise canceling, so we'll see. But we're done here. We are about to head home. All right, y'all, we have made it home and we're back on our regular camera. Sorry we film so much on our phones. It's just like we don't bring our camera a lot of places when we're at home, so we just always film on our phone. I'm about to get the bed ready and kind of clean up because our bedroom's like a mess and we like for everything to be clean before we go to bed. So I'm about to make the bed before I get in the bed. I don't know if anybody else does that, but we do. So I'm about to do that and then we're gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. It's late, it's like 11:30 and Jared's gonna be at work at 6:30. So we're probably just gonna end up going to bed. This is we're laying in bed. We finally got in bed after we made the room a little cozier and picked it up. I'm looking on Facebook, and this is like a thing that like kids ask in like Sunday school that nobody knows the answer to. Did angels sweat? Did Jesus have a middle name? Did the ark smell? Are there peanuts in heaven? Because I'm allergic. Could David beat a robot? That's really funny.
Well, Britt got the bedroom all nice and cozy when we laid down. It's really good because I'm so tired. It's always nice for it to be cozy like right before we just kind of settle down and go to sleep, I guess.
I have Eeyore.
It's
hard for me to move or do anything like ever, like at all now. Officially gotten so round that
everything.
I'm so thankful still. I am a little uncomfortable.
Tired too. I had a really long day at work.
They got that whole room painted, like
I can't believe it. I was not expecting that. Like Mom went beast mode on rolling most of the like walls, and I got a lot of the trim
We
done.
started to paint, and then we stopped just for a second, and then we drove up to our land just to look at and see if they had done work today, which they did. And then we just stayed there just a second, and like I said, we live like across the street. And then we came back, and when we came back, she had painted all 4 walls. We were like,
You know what?
and that's not a small room. Like that's a pretty big room. And the paint color that we used is called Harbor Mint. So I'm gonna try to get a lot of stuff packed tomorrow while Jared is at work. Stuff that I can do, like the mugs and the plates. I'm gonna try to get those packed up. So I guess we will see you tomorrow. Sorry these clips are like from our days are like 2 seconds long, but
I feel like they're really choppy. Sorry guys.
But it's like we're just doing what we can because we're so busy right now. It's like I don't think about picking up the camera. Oh, we're not good at home vlog. Sorry, we're trying our best. Anyway, so we're gonna head to bed and we will see you tomorrow. Whew. Hey guys, happy Sunday. I am one tired mama to be. I have been sitting at my desk all day long making ears, and for some reason when I sit down and I work all day at my desk, I get in a lot more pain and I get really like I get tired a lot quicker. I'm having a lot of pelvic bone issues, and so when I sit for a long time and I stand up, it starts to hurt really bad. So I'm like struggling because I just got done and I'm just standing up and I'm like, woo, everything hurts. But Jerry just got home from work and he's hopping in the shower because he's been around sick people all day long. So first thing he does when he gets home is go straight to the shower. We have to package up some of the ears that I made, finished today, and then we're gonna make supper, and we're literally just gonna make breakfast biscuits and some bacon. And Jared's gonna scramble some eggs because I've tried to eat like several things today and I've thrown everything up. So I eat that all the time and I don't have any problem with it. So at least I can get a carb, which I know I'll be fine with, and a protein. Now we're gonna start packing our house. So we're gonna start by packing all of this. So after we eat, that's what we're gonna do. Jared is out of the shower. Does anybody else absolutely refuse to open the biscuit can? Like he has to open it or we don't have biscuits.
You have a panic attack.
Like I just cannot do it. Ignore our cups. Those have to be hand washed. They can't go in the dishwasher, so they're all sitting in the sink. Oh, I can do that part. I just can't open it.
Teaching Britt to do something for once.
Jared is never the person that teaches. I'm always teaching Jared how to do so.
Especially when it comes to the kitchen.
I have never fried an egg before, and I just tried to fry one and it literally ended up on the floor.
It was salvaged though. That's an edible egg.
But there's a lot of egg on the floor, like a lot. So, and I got it all over the stove. I mean, this is a catastrophe.
It was your first one.
It was like the biggest fail ever.
Try it again.
Oh.
Yep, just get that shell out of it. Besides that,
that was definitely better
pretty
than
good.
last time. I just want to do it and not break the yolk. Aren't you supposed to not break the yolk?
Mine always looks like that, so I don't know any kind of art behind it.
Is it supposed to be that big? Well, at least it's all in the pan. Last time it was like, I guess we should clean that egg up.
Finished product, not too shabby, Britt.
Thanks.
Good job.
That was not easy. I thought it was gonna be so much easier than that, but like you said, those eggs are really, really runny.
They are.
Super duper, extraordinarily like.
Kipper's the best cooking partner.
He literally, this is what he does every time we're in the kitchen.
Ever since he was a puppy.
He just sits.
Remember that picture we had?
He
Like
would
literally like the week we got at him, just about.
He would lay on the rug right by the sink, just like this in our old house. And our oven and stove was like right here. And Jared would make stuff and Kipper would stay right there the whole time. He just likes to be in the kitchen, on the floor.
Best sous chef there is.
Oh, you're a good dog. Huh, I'm a good dog.
And the bacon's done now, so I think everything's done.
The bacon's done.
That's some good looking bacon.
I like the bacon that you got last time.
They didn't have it this time.
And the
Sorry.
biscuits are done. We have to clean out the microwave now. We actually cook the bacon in the microwave. You can put a whole plate of it in the microwave for 4
minutes and 45 seconds.
But it's just, it doesn't smell up your whole kitchen. You're not gonna have a grease fire. It doesn't burn as quickly as it does in the oven. Like, we went from cooking it on the stovetop to in the oven. Now we just make it on the microwave. Because his mom started doing it, and I mean, it works. Once you get it down, it's easy. And
It's just faster
quick.
and less messy.
It's not, yeah, and then your whole house doesn't smell like bacon for like 2 weeks, which I cannot stand. I like my house to smell like cozy fall nights, not bacon. Supper is done. My allergies are going crazy. My eyes are watery. That's why I keep rubbing my eyes. I watched back a couple of clips and I was like, oh my gosh, stop rubbing your eyes. But allergies are going crazy. Cupping my noses.
Fall here is like the second spring.
Ugh, it's intense. We're done with supper and we're about to pack up our hutch. And we have these huge rolls of bubble wrap. And so I'm gonna start cutting like little like squares of them to wrap up. We got the tape. I'm really sad. I love my hutch. I don't want it to change. I told Jared, I was like, this is like my last day to wake up and everything everything looked the same. Like after today, it'll really start to look like we're moving.
Yeah, no.
Don't cry. It'll be okay. How pretty are all these mugs together in a big old huddle. They're so pretty. These are all of our You Are Here mugs and whatever these new ones are called. Been There series. We like the You Are Here ones the best. That's what started it all. Yeah. Oh my gosh, these were our very first like purchase period.
They've been used
Ever from Disney World. Look how like scraped up. You can't see it on camera, but it's super scraped up. This is our first thing we ever got from Disney World, and we got the matching mugs.
We hunted like high and low for the mini one.
Well, we have the mini mug and the mini bowl and the Mickey bowl and the Mickey mug.
And I'm pretty sure this fall like we hunted like high and low around the parks to find it.
I feel like I remember. It was such a long time ago. See, this is why we vlog. So we can remember stuff. We didn't vlog that trip, and of all the trips I wish that we could have filmed, it would have been our honeymoon.
Oh, you forgot to.
Uh-oh, I couldn't see. There's 2 more. Oh, and it's a pink one.
I forgot the New Orleans and the Louisiana one.
Whoops.
Are you even from here?
Yes. Oh, just what it needed was pink. Oh my gosh, it's even better now. Love it so much. Okay, we got all of that packed up, minus like obviously those couple of things. And then we got this whole cabinet emptied, and we got this one, which was a big one because it had all the mugs in it. We got that one empty. Actually, it didn't have all the mugs. It just had like a row of mugs because it was this row, that row, totally full of mugs. So we'd already packed those 2 up. So, woo, we're tired, huh?
Yes, indeed. I'm ready for some bed.
My little feet hurt. Your little feet hurt?
Yep, they do.
Do your little feet hurt? What about you? You had the littlest feet of all. Actually, I guess, well, no, yours are still little, but yours are second little. So, he's gonna take the ladder, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get this emptied and folded up to take that. And I'm gonna go put those by the door. This messy bed has never looked so comfy ever before. We have this book that we have beside the bed. It's the Beatrix Potter. It's all of her tales, but it also has my favorite, which is Peter Rabbit, and then a lot of other ones. But we read to the baby every night before we go to bed. That's what we're gonna read tonight, probably, but we're actually pretty tired tonight, so we might pick a different book because these stories are pretty long. They're like lengthy stories. So I'm gonna go put this in the kitchen and pick a different one. So we have these books. They're not organized. This is actually a gift I've got to mail, but we just kind of threw our books in here. Oh my god, we've gotten so many books. These are just the ones that people have dropped off in the last like 3 days that we haven't brought to Jared's parents' house yet, because that's where all his books are. So I think I want to read this one. It says read to your baby every day, and it has all the old-timey nursery rhymes in it, and I actually haven't showed this to Jared yet, so I'm gonna bring this in there and we're gonna read to the baby. Jared's like going through old pictures of it. So these aren't like really oh my gosh, that was whenever I burned my scalp. Can y'all see that? Kind of, not really. Those are like oh there it goes. Those are like bubble blisters from the sun when we went on the Disney cruise, and I like put sunscreen right here, but my hair comes up to like a peak on both sides, and I missed it and I had my hair pulled back, and oh my gosh, it was awful. And I didn't even know I had a sunburn there until I went to go scratch my head, and I scratched across them, and I thought I was gonna die. That was it. Anyways, we went to go read these and realized that these are not, they're nursery rhymes, but they're like all like the song nursery rhymes, like ones you have to like sing. So I sang him like 2 of them, like the Are You Sleeping one. Yeah, I've always said patty cake, baker's man. Apparently it's pat a cake. When did it become pat a cake? I've always said patty cake. So here's all the different nursery rhymes. I think it's really cool because these go like untold a lot of times. Oh, there's 30 nursery rhymes on here for which one it was. I forgot already. But anyways, we're done. We're gonna just leave it at that for tonight because these can't really be read, and we like to read him stuff. Still a cool book, and it feels super old. Like it feels like it's a book from like the 70s. Like it has that like feeling and that like dingy yellow color, and the florals on the back. Like it's super old-timey feeling. But anyways, we are headed to bed, and we will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Hey y'all, today is Tuesday, September 8th, and I just got in the car and I'm headed to the hospital to have a heart echo done. I have mitral valve prolapse. It's not a big deal at all, but I have, since I've been pregnant, I've had a lot of like tachycardia and irregular rhythms and things, and so my OB just wants me to go have one done just to be safe. You can never be too safe, especially when it involves another human as well. I'm gonna go have that done, and everything's fine. Should be. There should not be really anything wrong. Just a precaution, I guess. And then my aunt found us a baby cradle on like Facebook Marketplace, and she sent it to me, and I'm gonna go pick that up at a lady's house. And I was like, am I gonna be okay going by myself? Because somebody can go with me. So y'all know, I'm letting you know, I'm going to this lady's house to pick up this cradle. If I go missing, that's where I was. I'm so excited because we have been looking everywhere for a cradle or a bassinet to put into our room at Dana's house, because he has a crib in his nursery, but he won't be sleeping in his nursery the first couple months. Probably he will probably be in our room, not in our bed. We do not want to do co-sleeping, but we do want him in our room close to us, so in the middle of the night when we need to change him or feed him, he's just right there, and we don't have to run across the house because the nursery is right beside their room. Don't want to have to wake them up and when he cries and stuff like that. So we will kind of have like a mini nursery in our room. I'm so excited to get this heart thing done so I can go get that cradle, because I'm so excited about it. It is hot outside. Okay, so I'm done at the hospital getting my echo on my heart. Everything seemed fine, but the cardiologist has to read it and they'll let me know. I went to Chick-fil-A, and then I went and picked up this really pretty bassinet. It's not a bassinet, it's an actual rocking cradle, like a baby cradle. Old-timey baby rocking cradle. It's so pretty. I have the feet like locked right now, so it's not rocking, but it does rock. Let me go this side so you can kind of see. But it has like these like wooden, not emblems, I guess emblems on both sides and on the inside. And it's never been slept in. She said her grandkids, she got it for them and then they never slept in it. So brand spanking new, basically. And it's so pretty, and it matches like our antique furniture. So we've got this. This is from like the 1800s. It came from England, and we keep the baby's books in it. And so it'll go really well with this. I'm so excited. We were literally looking everywhere for like a bassinet, and I think we were gonna get the halo bassinet. I feel like they'll grow out of that really quickly, and he can stay in this a little bit longer because it's really long. And it was way cheaper. I think I gave $100 for this, and like a brand new halo bassinet is like almost $300, like it's $260 or something. So this is what the room looks like during the day. You can kind of see it a little better. The trim got painted, so it's like ready to go. We just have to hang curtains. I think tomorrow we'll go ahead and start moving our stuff over here. We're gonna move all this stuff out because we're done painting now, and Dana's gonna get all the little paint spots off the floor, sweep them up. We're gonna move our stuff in. I do need to go pick up a rug though. It's really echoey in here, so we're gonna get I mean, it's echoey without furniture, but it's still echoey when there's furniture in here. So we're gonna get a big rug, kind of absorb some of the sound since we're gonna have a newborn in here. Okay, this is gonna be the choppiest vlog on the face of the planet. It is now a couple of days later. We just get busy doing something. We're like on the go, like more than we have ever been.
At a time crunch.
Ever. And in a time crunch. So we pick up the camera, we talk about what we're doing, but then we don't continue to talk about what we're doing. We talk about like one thing, then we move on to the next day, or in this case, like 3 days later. We have completely finished the room at Jared's mom and dad's house that we're about to move into. We've actually already started moving into. Jared moved our nightstands over there, our dresser, our fan, stuff like that over there. We still have our bed, and that's all that's left, but we've packed everything in our room. Look how sad this is. It's so empty. It just looks like meh. We have tubs and like dirty clothes. Our like little hamper broke, but that's the rest of the stuff that we've been wearing that we've got to wash and bring over there. This is our air purifier, and this is all the pillows that we usually put on the bed, because if y'all have seen my bed made, then we have a lot of pillows. But we took all of the pictures down, and this is all that's left in here. We're moving that tomorrow. Look how tired Jared is. It's been a long couple of days.
I've already taken a Benadryl, so that doesn't matter any.
But this is the living room. There's no couches, no furniture, no pictures. Tonight is our very last night to stay in this house, which is so crazy. It's so surreal. It's so sad.
They just snuck up on us, I feel like.
It really did. It's just one of those things where everybody kept saying, oh, you've got a long time. Oh, you've got a... And I'm like, there is no way that we're going to feel like we had all the time in the world. We're going to feel rushed in the end, because that's just how things work. Things happen really fast.
Especially
and this
year.
Is everything.
The longest, fastest year of our lives.
Ever. This has seriously been the fastest, longest year ever. It has flown by, but it still is just like, okay, I'm ready for this year to be over. But at the same time, I'm absolutely not. This is the best year of our lives because this is the year that we get a baby. So we choose to see the bright side of it. We become parents this year. This is the state of our living room. We have packed everything up, and I've ripped this out of closets. This is all from like my craft room.
And over there we just got like boxing materials.
Yeah. We have no pictures on the walls, no couches, no coffee table. We took our fireplace out. Our kitchen looks like a bomb went off. It is crazy because we are just going through everything, and we don't have any like counter space anymore. Like, we don't have the couches, we don't have the bench. Everything that we go through has to be sat on here, and we go through it and pack it. I think that's, is that full?
That's close, yeah.
That's full, but Oakley.
Oakley's like, I got plenty of room to play. You throw my duck.
Oakley found his duck. Oakley found his ducks. He's kind of been without a toy because we packed all his toys up, and because he has toys at his grandparents' house. Don't you spoil the little thing. But we're almost done. Tomorrow we're moving to bed. We are carrying the rest of these totes out and boxes out and finishing up
all this will be going tomorrow. Yeah.
And then the biggest thing is my office, because we still have to film an office tour, and it's such a hot mess in here, but everything is still in here. And so it's the one place that we spent some of our time while the rest of our house looks like a bomb went off. This still feels normal because I just got finished working today. So now I can pack it up, goodbye Main Street Ears for a couple months at least. Okay, we just got in bed for the very last time. We have the baby's book. We always pick out a book to read him, and this is one of my favorite ones so far. It's called the Going to Bed book, and we read it like 4 times a night. And it's by Sandra Boynton. I don't really know how to say her last name, but she's written a whole bunch of them. But this is the only one we have, but we're definitely gonna get some more off of Amazon. We're gonna read that. But we just got in bed, and we're very tired. It's been such a long, like,
couple of weeks,
yeah, because we started packing slowly because we were like, we don't want this to sneak up on us. We want to be able to take our time. Well, it still snuck up on us anyways. And then we had hurricanes, and then we had to clean up after all the hurricane stuff, which was crazy. It like,
well, it was unexpected.
It was like 15,000 million billion tiny trees fell in our yard because they weren't trees, they were limbs, but they were like big enough to be trees, and they fell all in our front yard, all in our backyard. Our trees in our yard are like 5 billion, I'm very exaggerative tonight. They're like just super, super tall. Like you have to bend your back backwards to see the top of our pine trees, and I'm so glad
that we were not
here and that we are leaving those pine trees behind, because if it rains, if somebody sneezes outside, I'm like, please Lord, do not let that pine tree fall, or that one, or that one, or that one. And that's what happened to the neighbors across the street, was they had 2 pine trees fall through their house, and they are not living there anymore because it ruined it. So we did the hurricane stuff, we cleaned up that, and then, and I say we because I actually did get out there and I helped, didn't I?
You raked, yeah.
I raked. And everybody always tells me I can't do anything because I'm pregnant. I can still do stuff. I just feel so useless when I sit around and watch other people work while I'm just sitting here. And I know it's safe for the baby, but I still want to be useful. So then we've been working on our room at Jared's parents' house. Your face looks so bad right now. And I don't mean that ugly. I mean that as...
What do you mean?
As you're so red around your eyes. Number one, you're tired. You've had a Benadryl. And Jared is allergic to everything. And his eyes swell. And he gets really tired really easy, and so people, like when we first started filming, people were like, "Is he on drugs?" We were like, no. He was a pharmacy student then, so he was just tired all the time. And now he's just, you know, getting old and works hard and gets really tired. But right now he's got really bad red spots around his eyes. You can tell because he's been outside in the shed and moving and been stirring up dust. He literally had whelp underneath his eyes tonight.
They feel like they're like out to here right now.
Like you look miserable, kind of, sort of. Like your eyes are so, you still have some whelps under this eye. That one wasn't, but this is your bad eye. But your eyes are like red, not your eyeballs, but your skin all the way around your eyes is so red.
They feel like they're trying to like mat up, I guess.
Oh, did you put some eye drops in him? He is allergic to the world. If I can find a picture of his allergy test from a couple of years ago, I will insert it so y'all can see that Jared's allergic to everything. Not just like a little bit allergic, like allergic. But we finished his room at his parents' house and we're moving all of our stuff over there. We'll officially be residents of in-laws and parents again. We never thought we would move back in there because we've already lived there once when we moved back from pharmacy school. And I have a client, actually she's my aunt, at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Which is super early for you.
It's currently, I know I usually don't start doing hair till 9. 1:30. It's 1:08 right now in the morning. So I've got a client at 8 a.m. so I've got to get up at like 6. And then I have to go to a funeral. A lady who is like my grandmother. She was my nanny's best friend. She's passed away, and there's just a really long story. She's just such a special lady. So I have to go to that tomorrow. Hopefully Jared will be able to come and he won't be super busy packing. And then my best friend's little girl's birthday party is tomorrow. She turns 2. So then we have to do that. And then we have to come back and pack all this stuff up. But we're so thankful.
It's almost over with.
It is, and we're not gonna know because I'm caught up on ears. I don't know that I'm having another ear opening just because like my office is about to be packed up. Where am I supposed to make ears at?
Logistics are gonna be very complicated if you do.
Like last time that we lived with your parents, we used the office, but now the office is the nursery, so can't really make ears in there. We won't be packing and moving anymore. We won't have to be traveling to your mom's house at like 10 o'clock at night when you get off work to check out the progress on the house because we're gonna be across the street.
Yeah, it's like gonna be a lot of change, but there's gonna be some really good change about it.
So thanks for coming to our TED Talk. I would say we would see you tomorrow, but there's no telling. I might see you in 3 days.
Britt's getting really breathy, I feel like, because our little boy's been kicking her in the ribs almost all day today.
Almost all day today.
He's like, let me out of here.
He's running out of room. I think he's getting he's starting to feel trapped, and if he's my son, I get why he's doing that because I start freaking out when I feel trapped too. He's doing great. We have another appointment Monday to see him. Today, technically, now it's tomorrow, but I mean, well, it's a new today, but today is September 11th, but now it's technically September 12th. I'm 34 weeks. This has gone by.
Another one down.
So fast. I only have 6 weeks left or less. I think I'll probably have him at like 38 weeks or 39. I don't think I'll go past then.
That's kind of what I feel like too, but I'm not sure.
We'll see, but I've made it to 34 weeks. Can't talk about it because I'll cry. Everything makes me cry. It's not because I'm pregnant. It's because I don't want to leave this house, and this is our last night staying in this house, and it's really...
It's just such a special place for us.
It's my last sleep here.
Our relationship like really truly kind of started after Britt had this home. It's
We
been
started
such a
dating
good place for us.
right before I bought this house, but like we grew as a couple in this house. And it's just always been here. Like when you got out of school, we rented it out while Jared was in school, and then when he graduated, it was like here waiting on us. And then we got to make all of our other life decisions here, like starting a family and
building a house.
And whether we were actually even gonna stay in our hometown or not. You know, could have moved to Florida, could have stayed in Dallas, could have went back to Little Rock, could have done anything. We actually decided to stay here, which we never thought we would.
A lot's happened in this
34 weeks of my pregnancy I've spent here. I've thrown up in that bathroom, I've thrown up in this bed, I've thrown up in the kitchen sink, I've thrown up in my office, I've thrown up all over this house. It's been a good house. What has been your favorite part about living in this house?
Just overall, I think just how much we've grown since we first got here.
Yeah, like we're completely different people than we were.
Yeah.
When we bought it. I bought it in 2012, so I've had it for 8 years. It's a long time to have a house when you're only 29. I like how little it is. Like, I never feel far away from you.
The house itself, it's always been small, but like it's always been cozy. Always.
It's a little cottage. Like seriously, we've always kept it clean and homey and cozy, and it's always smelled good, and it's always had blankets and pillows. Those things make it cozy. Like it's always had candles. We've painted the walls 100 times. We ended up with gray. Yeah, that's my favorite part is how small it is. Like I've always been able to be close to you. You're never far away. I can always just be like, hey Jared. Now I'm gonna be like, Jared. Or I'm gonna have intercom, Jared, press line 3 please. Like come to your intercom. Like because we're just going from such a tiny house to such a big house. It's gonna be weird that you're gonna be like far away. Like our garage in our new house is the size of this house.
Crazy.
Like it's like 50 to 100 square feet smaller than this house that we live in. Our garage, our new one, like we're just gonna have to hang out in there to feel complete, like to feel normal. We're just gonna hang out. We're just living in the garage. You can rent the rest out. Like we'll be fun. It's just been nice being so close all the time. I mean, and I don't mean that in a weird way, but I just mean that in like a comfortable way.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to bed and we will probably see you tomorrow. Hopefully this day's clip was
not
a
like
lot
4 days
longer
from
than
now.
last. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. So see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Good night, house. Last sleep.
Night, house. You've been a good one.
Okay, bye.
Well, y'all, it is officially the last time that we'll be in our little bitty tiny cottagey house.
Can you tell I've been on the floor crying?
Britt doesn't
I'm having a hard time.
Britt doesn't do buys well.
Yeah.
At all. So.
And my son didn't cooperate today either.
Yeah. We didn't get to see our son. He was doing his normal thing, like where he buries his face in the back of Brittany and doesn't face us.
And he's still breached.
Yep, and he's still breached. So time's running out, dude. You gotta flip, bro.
So we're about to start doing some exercises, but
and Britt's even going to a chiropractor tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to the chiropractor tomorrow. I asked my doctor and she said it was fine. This chiropractor specializes in
like prenatal stuff.
Yeah.
So we were in our house for the last time. We've worked and worked and worked, getting everything out of here. I'm exhausted. Britt's exhausted.
I'm emotionally exhausted.
She hasn't been able to physically do everything, but she's been like mentally worn out from this.
Like I'm so thankful, but there's just been so much happen in the last, like, you never see this side of us where we just get beat down, but like we sold our house really fast, which was great, but it didn't give us any time. And Jared works a week on, week off. So like the time that they gave us to get out was actually cut in half because Jared could only work half of that because he is at work the other half.
So literally every day of my off week this week has been devoted to getting things out of here.
And he volunteered to work an extra day tomorrow when it was still part of his off week. And we were like, you are psycho. You have got to take a day off before you start your next 7 days on. You're going to be miserable. You can't work 14 days in a row and be sane. And then we got hit by the hurricane right after we
saw, like, right after the deal was done. And, like, we were like, okay, now we'll have time to move stuff. Then we had to deal with the hurricane.
Yeah, so a whole week that Jared was off, we had the hurricane. And it destroyed our fence. And we have limbs fall, and then just when we got the yard cleaned up, ready for the buyers to come, another limb fell, and now I have a tree sap all over my car. We just paid like $180 to get detailed, And I've been so worried about my baby not turning around because it's okay if I can't, but I would really like to have a natural birth. It's really important to me to have that. It's just a lot. There's just a lot happening. I just feel very, very overwhelmed.
It is a lot, and it's just like
And we're building a house, and we're moving in with in-laws, and we have to make all our stuff fit in storage buildings and in other people's houses. And yesterday we were moving our mattress to his parents' house, and then it started raining and it wasn't covered up. So our mattress is under his parents' carport, like soaking wet. We're having to not even sleep on our own bed. We're having to stay at my mom's house. We swapped Jared's hand, got tired. We don't mean to complain. We're just very, very emotional. And this is why we have been so sporadic with like the way that we've been vlogging, and like we'll clip like 2 minutes of a day and then we're like, okay, it's the next day. We have literally so much going on right now that we tried to document it the best we can because we want to be able to look back on it. But man, it's definitely been a whirlwind. Literally throw a hurricane in there and it's a whirlwind. Now I have to tell my house bye, as if I wasn't emotional enough. I bought this house when I was 21. I know you think I'm crazy, but I love this little house and it's been so good and we've made so many memories here. Jared is disgusting right now. Look how dirty
I think I have bleach on me somewhere.
What?
Like I moved the bleach thing earlier and I keep smelling it.
This is my little empty house.
So just one little quick more walkthrough. Our little bitty kitchen, our nice little granite countertops there. We love our countertops. Straight into the living room, like, hey, you're already here. But we do have original hardwood floor that was from the 50s in this house, which is really nice. Our little living room. Again, everything looks really zoomed in because I'm having to do this on my phone. This was Britt's little office that was so full of magic and so full of happiness for ever since we moved back here. I wish you knew exactly how many ears you made in this room.
A lot. This closet has smelled the exact same since we bought this house. It's never changed. It didn't matter that we had our stuff in it for so long. It's always been the same.
These were the original wall colors everywhere.
Yeah. Thank God we painted.
It's like a rusty mustard.
It's really awful. I have my little storage closet. There's lots of closets in a 900 square foot house. Our bathroom.
Don't let the tile blind you.
With the most obnoxious
walking space. It always feels like you have to like squeeze through this.
It's probably pen on the floor. Goodbye. This is something I will not miss. Is this tile?
I feel like we need to have to walk past each other one more time.
Okay,
like,
yeah. Like right here, this is the hardest. Literally, look.
So anytime like if Brett were brushing her teeth and I need to go to the other side, it's always been like.
Can you move? Can you?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Humble beginnings, I'm telling you. And all this is empty now. Wow, can you believe it, Jared? I feel like it was a day ago that we were like, this is our last night, and then it really was. This is our bedroom, the darkest bedroom in the world, but it was cozy. And this is our laundry room. The brightest room in the world. It's very white in here. And this is where the dogs were, and then we have our backyard. You can't really see it, but I just expected 2 dogs to run in, but they didn't. Did you like this tennis ball? That is not okay. He is going to be very upset. You better walk out there and grab that wet tennis ball. At least throw it in the back of your truck. Goodbye. Backyard that I cannot see. But I didn't go in anyways because I'm scared of snakes. And snakes live under the shed. Oh, a dead mosquito. Goodbye. Dead mosquito. This is another closet. In our bedroom that was just filled with Jared's hunting stuff, my Scentsy stuff, and board games. That's all that was there. Okay. Okay, my office. And this is it. Goodbye, little Mom. We have any mail?
What would it check today?
We have to check the mail. Alright.
Now it's time to say goodbye to our house.
To all our memories. We have so many memories in this house. I have to go, I'm gonna cry again. Literally cannot function.
It's been a good house.
Okay. Alright. Goodbye forever, little house.